score. And now it's our match to watch at 197. Andy Smith, the 12th ranked 197 guy in the land against Pitt's Max Stout. It's the savvy vet and the young guy for Pitt. Man, this one you have licking at your chops right now.
It is. It's a very exciting one. You know, a lot of things to look forward to in this one. Max Stout, like we said in the open, hasn't lost in almost 3 months. Has not lost in almost 3 months. Against the rising guy in Andy Smith, two-time NCAA qualifier. Has the age advantage, the experience advantage, but all eyes on this one tonight.
Smith, the redshirt senior. Stout, the redshirt sophomore. Both local guys to a certain extent. Smith just down the road from Christiansburg and out of Mount Lebanon. Max Stout for Pitt. 6-4 so far this year for Andy Smith. 19-2. Stout having a great start to his redshirt sophomore campaign.
Really has. I mean, his only losses this year to Bronigal of Illinois in OT and a decision loss to Michael Beard from Lehigh. Yeah, those are two of the best guys in the country. So can't really ask much more for your redshirt sophomore. That's something that looking at this, you know, these upper weights is they're young too for Pitt.
Smith in juxtaposition, a guy who really had to grind for his role on this team, let alone on the national stage. Started as a walk-on. Might be the toughest Domino's delivery driver we've ever seen. He used to deliver Domino's in his freshman and sophomore years of college here in Blacksburg to make ends meet. And then he eventually earned his scholarship. And Tony Roby's reasoning, we didn't want him delivering pizza till 2 a.m. anymore.
It's stories like that make you love wrestling and make you passionate about the sport. Just, you know, guys who can go out and work hard and really earn their stripes and be able to do what they love. That's what it's all about. Smith here in a tough front headlock. Stout has the elbow. Control underneath, though. Smith looking to bounce, but that base of Stout, something to deal with. Back to our feet.
We're a minute in, first period. Virginia Tech leads 10-6 overall, scoreless between Stout and Smith at 197. Coach Gavin of Pitt had kind words for Andy Smith as well. Said he's a tough matchup, a stingy veteran wrestler, and he's got great speed and power.
Oh, good shot from space from Stout. Great defense from Smith, being able to react to that.
First time these two have matched up together. Versus common opponents, though, Stout 17-9, Smith 18-20. Stout riding that 16-match win streak as a sophomore, beyond his years.
It really is. This is a guy who, you know, Coach Gavin and his staff are looking at to possibly get back on top of the podium for the program.
Let's take a peek at that resume. Andy Smith and Max Stout matching up here at 197. And Stout, talking about that win streak, he has really broken out in his second year.
He really has. He's someone who, talking to Coach Gavin earlier in the season, something that, you know, really reminds you of their last national champ, Nino Bonacorsi. You know, Nino's still in the room there in Pitt. You know, they have a nice relationship working in the room and working to, you know, hopefully get next to the picture of Keith Gavin inside of the wrestling room as Pitt's national champs. Great ride here by Smith, though. Got the bulldog there for a little bit. Stout able to sit out and get to his feet in the hand control. Able to get an escape on the edge of the mat. Good. Very good escape from Stout. Smith looked like he had the control there. Was working for a breakdown, and Stout's able to get out.
1-0 Stout has the lead after that escape point here in the second period. Virginia Tech with quite the test in front of them in this ranked ACC matchup, and the big storyline coming into it, the fact that Virginia Tech is fully healthy for the first time since very early this season. Despite being fully healthy, being pumped up to go, and having this big contest with him, and also the implication of trying to stay at the top of the ACC with NC State, Tony Roby said, look, our guys just stay locked in on the matches in front of them.
It was a beautiful setup and shot by Smith, but just defense and awareness from Stout.
.20 to go here in the second period.
Movement from Smith. Trying to get Stout out and a little bit out of his comfort zone from what it seems. Smith is the one who's trying to work. Stout's the one who's trying to wrestle real straight up. And it's when you're going up against those guys that are tough to move and tough to wrestle your match against, it's always about just getting one little piece of movement to open up your shots.
Smith, a guy who can certainly tie it back up. He has quite the resume under him in his 4 years of competition so far, especially the past 2 years. He's really broken out.
Really has. Just another guy that has stepped up in this program, and another great example of what this team has become under Coach Roby.
And a quick escape point. Here we are, knotted up at 1 once again. Started the night at 157. Pitt got the decision going into sudden victory. Got the takedown late. Another decision. After that, Virginia Tech since then, a pin. And
oh, great outside shot from Stout. Gets right around. Now on a sweep shot on the other side, and he covers.
Take that challenge back.
Great piece of scrambling from both of those wrestlers there. Beautiful shot, beautiful defense from Smith, and then Stout able to wrestle out of it, cover the hips.
50 seconds to go.
Oh,
Can Stout hold on?
That's just, you don't see 9 to 7 pounders move like that. That's just, these two go on a flurry, and that's just impressive. Beautiful shot from Smith from space, and then right out of it, Stout gets a takedown.
34 seconds to go, and after that takedown, Stout up by 5.
Look at that. Right in on the ankles. It's a poise. Great offense from Stout. Something that, you know, talking with Coach Gavin, it's a very uncanny style of how similar that him and Nino wrestle. Big guys who really like to go out and wrestle their match and win off of their offense.
Smith with a late escape, but it won't mean anything. Max Stout comes in and routes Virginia Tech's Andy Smith. Big win by decision in Pitt. Right back within reach. It's 10-9 Virginia Tech, a 1-point lead.
It is, like we said, this was a match that Pitt needed to win.
Pitt coming right back in it. We'll be back here in Blacksburg.